Welcome back to Mindful Insight. This is Mind Over Chatter, where we talk about your mind the way it really feels to live inside one. No filter, no fluff. Even ever start replaying a conversation in your head and end up recasting the entire scene? Yeah, same here. That's me. I've been there. Overthinking is like your brain hitting autoplay on Netflix. But instead of a new show, it's the same episode running again and again, just with alternate endings. Well, today we're unpacking why your brain does this, why it feels so hard to stop, and how to hit pause when your mental binge watching gets out of hand. And remember, if overthinking is showing up alongside anxiety, ADHD, depression, or any other mental disorder or problem, managing your medications and treatment plans can make a huge difference. It's not just about quieting the brain or the mind, it's about helping the brain find its balance.
Before we jump in, let's try something together. Picture a traffic light: green, yellow, red. Now think of the thought that's been popping up the most today, the one nudging at you in the background. Got it? Okay, hold that thought, and give it a light. Green: this thought is helpful and moves me forward. Yellow: this thought feels big, but it's just noise right now. Red: this thought only drains me, and doesn't deserve another lap in my mind. No forcing, no fixing, just noticing which lane it belongs in. Because sometimes the power isn't in stopping thoughts, it's in recognizing which ones matter. Alright, let's get into it.
So, what is overthinking? Well, here's a definition. Let's start simple. Overthinking is when your brain gets stuck looping, replaying, or fast forwarding through scenarios. It's not problem solving because problem solving moves you forward. Overthinking just spins you in circles. Your brain tricks you into thinking it's being productive. But really, it's like rewatching a bad show you don't even like. Here's an example. Imagine you are replaying a text message conversation and imagine five different responses. And somehow, none of them feels right. That's overthinking. So let's move on to why the brain overthinks. Why do we do this? It's actually rooted in survival mode. Our brains evolved to scan for danger. When something feels uncertain, your brain jumps in to analyze it, hoping to protect you. The problem is, there are no lions or tigers or bears anywhere to protect you from. Now your brain worries about awkward emails, first impressions, or that things you said 3 days ago. And because it releases a tiny hit of dopamine, your brain thinks it's doing something useful. Overthinking is really your brain's way of trying to stay in control. Try this. Take a moment when you're overthinking. Ask yourself, what am I trying to control right now? Chances are you can't. And for some people, that loop isn't just a habit, it's a symptom. When you work with clients through medication management, you often see that once their brain chemistry is more balanced, it becomes much easier to break those loops because biology and psychology, which you think of medical, mental, they go hand in hand.
Please stand by. We're experiencing technical difficulties. Translation. Your brain just froze mid-thought. It's okay, it's probably just buffering the same scene for the 37th time, trying to perfect your response from that one conversation 3 days ago. You know the one. Welcome to Overthinking, Season Infinity. Same plot, new worries, starring you as the main character who can't let it go. Your brain as the director who won't yell, cut, and featuring a special guest appearance by 3 a.m. Thoughts. So while your mental Netflix replays yet another rerun, grab your remote, take a breath, and remember, you can always skip the recap.
Next, we are going to discuss signs you're overthinking, or signs that let you know that you're overthinking. How do you know you're stuck in a thought loop? Well, here are a few clues. First, the replay loop, revisiting past conversations. Second, the fast forward loop, running through every what if. Third, paralysis, too many imagined outcomes with no actions. And finally, number four, emotional exhaustion. I want you to try this mini exercise. Write down one thought you keep replaying. Then ask, am I solving this or just replaying it? That's a question. Now, I want to go over hacks to break the loop. Okay, let's talk about how to hit pause. Use pattern interrupts. You can do three things or a couple of things, but just let's do this. Clap or just move or just say out loud, stop. Externalize, get your thoughts out of your head and onto paper. Set time limits. Give yourself 5 minutes of worry time. I never thought of that until now. Shift from what if to what is. It's a shift now from what if to what is. And the clarity is what if you don't have any control of, but what is actually in the present, the now. And don't forget your physical resets. Take a walk, stretch, breathe, even splash cold water over your face or on your hands. I also want you to try this method. It's called the 3 box method. And with this method, it has 3 things that I want you to remember to be able to think about. Number one, things I can control. That goes in box number 1. Number 2, things I can influence. And number 3, things I cannot control. Then focus only on box number 1. When you feel like you are spiraling, you can also try to swap your spirals from something silly or for something silly. Watch a comfort show, something that you really enjoy that kind of makes you feel good. Make a happy list or playlist, or doodle, or draw something, or even coloring. Instead of overthinking, if you are over if you are an overthinker, make sure you're doing a daily check-in. How's your mood today? What's going on with you today? What is something that you want to accomplish today? Set a goal. Ask yourself, am I problem solving or just binge watching the same thought? If it's number two, or if it's the second one, change the channel. Remember, overthinking isn't a sign your brain is broken, but it just really loves reruns. The trick, if knowing when to hit pause is good, or and if your mind feels stuck in overdrive, our team of providers can help you find your balance through therapy, compassionate support, and expert medication management designed around you. Next week, we're tackling one of the biggest misunderstandings in mental health: anxiety. We'll break down the anxiety myths, why anxiety isn't always the enemy, how it can actually be your brain's way of trying to help, and what to do when that help starts to hurt. You don't want to miss this one. Thank you.